This segment of Cardinal Clips, we have Patti, Dols, and Rene Nolting, and they're here to talk about Empower. Rene, could you tell us, what is Empower? I've heard that for the 5 years I've been here and never really understood it.
I'm glad to have the opportunity to tell you about it. Empower is a women's initiative of the United Way of West Central Minnesota. It began back in about 2007. It brought women together, and their main goal is to women in philanthropy, to help children be successful in school and prepare them for kindergarten.
And how many members are there?
Total membership, we actually call it sponsorship now. It started out as membership, is well over 200. We have a steering committee and investment committee that help guide them, and we have two wonderful co-chairs. Patti Dols is one, and Colleen Thomas-Michaels, and they meet on a quarterly basis to plan direction and have been doing some great work in the region.
And I heard that they have some great evenings to raise funds. Is that correct?
They do. Power of the purse. We got to get those women out there to open their purses, and they love to purchase purses, and we have that event each spring, and that has been a great fundraising event. And in the fall, we have an art event, which we bring women and their spouses are welcome to come to, and they bid on local art, and all the benefits go to early childhood education.
So, Patti, after a couple of years of being in the field, you decided to go out and still work a little bit in it. And Empower was kind of your venue for doing that?
You're right. I love education. I love children. And now in retirement, I'm pretty passionate about putting my efforts into early childhood education just because I believe strongly that it makes a huge difference having our young people prepared for school by working with them at the youngest age. And so Empower is just a perfect fit. It's a delightful group of women to work with. They're also very passionate about early childhood education, and I see us being a part of the puzzle in the community to help all children be successful.
So how many pieces of the puzzle have we got in place, and how many more do you think we need? And I don't know who's going to answer that question. Both of you maybe, or Pat?
We can work together on that one.
I think we need a full arsenal. I think the statistics in our region, not just this district, but all of United Way territory, is that we have kids out there that are disadvantaged. We have a lot of families struggling, and we need to help them get through and to help them prepare them for kindergarten. As far as the arsenal, do you want to talk about Growmobile?
Sure. A little bit. We have two main programs. One is actually during the school year, and our Empower Success for Six coordinators go out and facilitate learning activities and home daycares. And this year we're serving about 123 students in daycares. They go out once a week. They come out with a lesson plan and approved curriculum, and they model the lessons for the daycare providers. And then we leave a tub of good things for them to follow through throughout the whole week, including books and activities that go along with the lesson that was presented. Looking forward, we'd like to expand that to also going to those daycares during the summer, not just stopping at the end of the school year. The other program is more of a summer program, and I think a lot of people in the community have seen the Growmobile. It's this big van, and it's kind of wildly painted. And it goes out to different areas in the community and brings literacy activities. We do provide some backpacked meals at times and snacks for families. But again, it's just an opportunity to gather kids on a good sunny afternoon. They come over, and we have this little story time and activity time. And again, building those.
How do you measure what the impact is? How could you tell? I mean, don't get me wrong, it sounds like it's they are really great programs. But how are we able to tell that it's done what we wanted it to do?
That's a good question, because there isn't really good indicators of that, but we know that giving them every opportunity is the best bet to go forward. Now you realize our president, our state is now investing money in early education and thinking about that. I'd like to think we're a little forethoughts on that and that we're ahead of the game, but it's just a crucial piece. I think I look at the free and use lunch schedule in our region and realize there's just a lot of kids that, we talked about Arsenal. We have Imagination Library at United Way, which gets books in the hands of family. How many of our kids do their parents take them to the library once a week to get a book? It's one of those opportunities for them. I just know that we need to do all we can.
And I think too, when you're looking at all of that, there's there's going to be, I think, coming forward, more collaboration between all entities, including like the school district, groups like Empower, and maybe working together we can come up with some common measures. And that would be helpful to our kindergarten teachers and be helpful to all of us, too, to see if we're making progress.
Any idea what percentage of kids are we seeing or touching with the programs?
We did a little research on that, and it looks like at about 325 incoming kindergartners a year. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
And out of those students, with all the combined programs, school district programs, Empower, Head Start, we feel we're probably touching 200 students, maybe a little more, maybe closer to 250, I should say. But obviously, there's 100 and more students that we're not meeting their needs, and it's those students that we would like to find ways to reach out to them.
How do the parents handle it? Because I mean, are they pretty much supportive? Do they run out saying, "Hey, Empower's here. Let's go get the books"? What's the welcome been like with the parents?
I think I can share on that. I think it's been really well accepted. In some of our regions, we go to the trailer parks and community parks. Parents will attend with their children, but another reality is a lot of parents that might send their older sibling with their children. And that's the thought process we've had at United Way, is how do we address those kids that are older? Because at one point they were the preschool age, but they keep coming back because it's a mobile camp that actually comes to them with some activities, and there's not a lot of opportunities for them, some of them. So.
Rene, could you tell me again how many kids are involved in the summer program and also the Imagination Library? Just to kind of give us an idea.
We have 10 locations at the summer Growmobile visits, and it averages about 187 kids per week that are touched. And our Imagination Library program, just in the school district, which also includes Pennock and Candy Ojai and all the Willmar, we have 931 children that are preschool ages birth to 5 enrolled in the program.
That's really a pretty good number, isn't it?
It is a good number. It just says that we have a lot of need out there and a lot of kids. So, yeah.
Rene, one of the biggest things is that without the participation, the support of United Way, it would be really difficult for us to be able to put these programs in place. I'd like to say thank you, and I also would assume that you probably have some people you'd like to say thank you to, and maybe some other things that I don't even know about that you want to mention.
You know, the work United Way doesn't happen just by myself. It's the region that makes it happen. It's the donors that make it happen. United Way was honored this present school year to fund over $62,000 to early education and child guide programs just in the Willmar district. The other piece that we do is we provide preschool screening backpacks. So when those kids go through your early childhood programs, this school year alone we provided 400 preschool backpacks. Again, another tool in that arsenal to help get kids ready for school. On a statewide level, I just want to mention that United Way Greater Twin Cities is doing work for all of us United Ways and for the whole state that benefits us. Race for the Top, United Way lobbied from the Greater Twin Cities level to make that happen, and also right now are there helping to make mini minds happen, which we're very excited so that every child has a preschool opportunity.
So I'm going to ask you the same question I asked earlier. How do we get mandatory preschool, and would you support that effort?
I think we should get everyday kindergarten supported also, and preschool would be a great opportunity for every single one of those kids.
Totally agree, and the only thing I can think of is we just need to keep working together in a collaborative spirit, and that's probably one way we can make that become a reality.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day to come in and visit with me. And maybe again next year we could talk about Empower and the United Way and the effort towards universal literacy.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry.